of saying may not even make it to his second contract in the league. So it was definitely a nice visual to see some form of improvement in the last 2 months of his game.
I wanted to all right. There's really not much. I mean, look, the Israeli national team shot 36% and 20% from three. The Nets shot 58% and 44% from three, 45% from three. It was such a mismatch. I mean, I'm trying to have a conversation about the game, but you also have to take all of this with a grain of salt. Like, what does it all mean? I mean, everybody had a great game. That just tells me the team you played was really bad. Is there anything that we can take away from this game? I mean, what would you take away, good, positive, or indifferent? Good, bad, or indifferent on this game?
I mean, I would say the improvement mainly is between playing in summer league versus playing in an international team. I would say it's actually a bit more difficult to play an international team just based on the fact that you're playing guys who have played together for a very long time. There's a bit more chemistry with them. They're a bit more mature as well. Of course, there's teams like Washington this past year in the summer league who had Alex Sarr, Bob Carrington, guys like that still playing for them. But most of the time in the summer league, you're going to see a lot of younger talent. So I think that the maturity level of us playing against a national team is a bit more difficult. So overall, I think it's a good sign. Do I think it's going to translate when we play NBA teams in the regular season? No, but I also don't think you're going to see guys look completely horrible consistently. At least I think you'll definitely see some improvements throughout the season from a couple of guys.
The other thing I wanted to give a shout out to Zaire Williams. Zaire Williams plays all out all the time. Could you imagine you're Israel? You're completely out, man. You're getting blown out, and Zaire Williams is all over you, hounding you like it's Game 7 of the championship. Like we've all played pickup ball or recreationally in the league, where it's like that guy who just goes all out on every play defensively. Like, get off of me, get away from me, get off of me. I can't get a shot off. I can't do anything. That's Zaire Williams in a preseason game against Jerusalem. Shout out Zaire Williams. I love the intensity. So I just wanted to shout out Zaire Williams.
Yeah, no, I mean, Zaire looked good again too. Like I said, the one that really impressed me the most was Michael Porter Jr. I think that he physically looks a little bit more built. You can definitely see he's taking his workouts seriously, and he was also just very efficient. I mean, again, even if it's against mediocre, competition, this is still guys who are in your face guarding you the entire time. So it was good to see him look healthy and have a nice little burst to his game that we really didn't see much of in Denver.
I wanted to talk about that. Here's a little bit of a concern of mine. Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. playing together. Cam Thomas is playing to get the hell out of here. He's playing for a contract. He's playing for his future. Michael Porter Jr. is the first time in his career where he is the option. He's going to want to prove that he belongs as the guy. Cam Thomas is going to want to prove that he is worth to be traded, to get out of here, to guarantee money next year. Right? Cam Thomas is playing for a lot this year.
Not to cut you off, I just want to throw this out here. How are you going to join in here and say that we're not talking about somebody? We already talked about him. Get out of here. Be nice.
Who said? I wasn't reading the chat. What happened?
BRNDX, whatever that means. We already talked about Clowney, man. You got to just go back.
It was the first thing we talked about. Yeah, we talked about Clowney. See, when people say SMH, I know you're not actually sitting at your computer or are looking at your phone, whatever you're doing, shaking your head. It's like when people say rolling on the floor laughing, ROFL. It's like you're not actually rolling on the floor laughing. So why are you misrepresenting yourself? Right? You're not doing that.
No, not at all. When I type LMAO, I'm sitting there staring at the screen with a straight face. Like I'm not actually laughing.
Thomas and Porter. This to me could become an issue. They may win a bunch of games, but more importantly, take all the shots, which means that everyone else isn't taking the shots. And this was my problem with bringing Cam Thomas back. Cam Thomas, I don't want to say he's not a team player, but what Cam Thomas does is take all the shots. And now we're going to have him taking all the shots and not having the rookies take the shots. And if Cam Thomas and Michael Porter play well, they're going to win games. To me, this is problematic. The two of them, and I'm not blaming them. They're going to do the best that they can. But you get my point. Porter is trying to prove that he belongs as the man, and Cam Thomas wants to get the hell out of here. So he's going to be determined to play the best that he can.
I mean, listen, hopefully Michael Porter Jr. takes the ball away from him. Lower his value and don't let them win games for us. Who cares?
But if
Hopefully
they both have usage percentages in the 30s, how does that develop anybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, I hear you. I don't think it's
concern.
going to be as bad as we think it's going to be, but in terms of at least the movement of the ball, but you know, it'll be interesting for sure.
I was impressed with Porter Jr. I was impressed with Clowney. I was impressed with Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas came out there. He played well. He handled the ball. He didn't look like he was pouting. He didn't look like he was upset. Didn't look like he was on silent protest. I thought Cam Thomas went out there and did what Cam Thomas does. So no complaints there. I know that you don't like Cam Thomas anymore, and that's understandable. But he gave forth effort yesterday. Would you agree? He didn't look like a pouting baby.
No, he didn't.
The other guys, Terrence Mann shot the hell out of the ball. What were your thoughts on Terrence Mann?
Raise that value, baby. Let's get you out of here quick.
The contract's not good, but it's not awful. How tradable is Terrence Mann if he plays well and he shoots the ball well?
I don't know if he's tradable this year, again, because it's a 3-year contract, but
yeah,
somebody take him on a 2-year contract. I definitely think that there's going to be a world where some people look at that and find it valuable, especially if he ups his value and plays a little bit better here in Brooklyn.
How did he get that? How does Terrence Mann get more money than Cam Thomas could get? How does that happen?
Different markets.
Yeah. He got what, 15 per year for 3 years?
15.5. Yeah.
15.5. All right. Rest of the preseason, we play Phoenix and China twice, and then we got Toronto. Are we going to get Yegor? We're going to get Drake Powell. They've been ruled out. Where do we stand on those guys?
I mean, they already said Drake Powell's not going to play in the next one, so he'll most likely be available for the 2 games in China. It'll be interesting to see how they utilize him, if he's on a minutes restriction or anything like that. But Yegor, we're definitely not going to see him in the preseason. I'm not going to hold any form of hope in that. I don't think he's ready for the start of the season either. So who knows? I definitely want to see some major Fanbo minutes. I want to see more minutes between, I want to see that Saraf with Michael Porter Jr. connection as well as Danny Wolf in there at the same time. I think that would be interesting. Maybe if there was a rotation that consisted of Saraf, Mann, MPJ, Clowney, and Wolf, I think that would definitely be interesting to see that 5-man rotation out there. A lot of different skills out there all at once. So who knows? I would definitely like to see them switch it up a little bit though and mix and match some lineups.
What was your takeaway? I mean, what any positive surprise? What did you take away? You were pleasantly surprised by Saraf? Saraf and Clowney?
Yeah, I would definitely say. I mean, listen, like I said all along, I will never cheer against somebody that we draft. I don't dislike any of these guys. I dislike some of the picks at the certain, numbered pick that we took them at. And I also don't like the guy taking the players, meaning Sean Marks. But overall, I was pleasantly surprised to see what Saraf was able to do out there, which was a nice, kind of change of pace of how I usually watch Nets games, and unfortunately dislike a lot of things that are going on. But no, Saraf definitely seemed to play at his own pace. He looked comfortable out there. The overall offensive ability looked a little bit better. Even the shot mechanics actually look slightly more improved from when it was over in the summer league. He doesn't look like he's very stiff anymore. It looks more fluid. So, hopefully he continues to progress, because again, it's very difficult for a guy who is 6'6" and above at the point guard position to really not be successful in the NBA. Like if you look at the history of guys who are 6'6" and above at the point guard position in the NBA, there's not many in the past 10 years who haven't not been solid. Even if it means that they're just rotational pieces on a contending team, most of the time they still pan out to be pretty well. So I'm hoping that sticks with some of the picks that we had.
I'm just looking at this now. Saraf had 6 assists in 18 minutes. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's a nice little stat line there. And then the question that's on everyone mind: who gets to 2 wins first? 2 wins, the Nets or the Jets?
I'm gonna have to say the Jets.
You want me to give you the Jets schedule? The Nets win 2 games before the Jets do. You might not be wrong. I don't really know. I'll give you the Jets schedule real quick.
You pull up the Jets schedule. I'll pull up the Nets first. Let's see. For the month of October 22nd up until, let's just say, November 2nd. So 10 days worth of games. You guys should play probably twice in that range. Let's see if
we
you
got
guys
12th, the 19th, and the 26th.
So October 22nd up until November 2nd. Give me your games in that range. Who are you playing?
Denver in London.
Loss.
At home for Carolina.
You guys win.
That's 1. I said 2.
All
then
right.
this is the kicker here, because then you got to buy after this. Jets at Bengals.
Win.
Okay. The Jets are probably going to get there first, but that's October 26th. I think we absolutely lose at Cincinnati, but go ahead.
I don't think so at all. Joe Burrow's done for the year. Their defense is dog shit. I mean, I'm a Steelers.
The Jets have the worst defense in football. That's why they don't have Joe Burrow to be lost for the season.
Are they worse than the Dolphins' defense? Seriously?
Yes.
How?
Technically, Baltimore has let up less points, but the Jets are the next worst.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, the Nets are playing the Hornets, Cavs.
32 points a game or something.
From October 22nd until November 2nd, the Nets play the Hornets, the Cavs, the Spurs, the Rockets, the Hawks, and the Sixers. To me, the only winnable game, and it's 50-50, is the Hornets, and it's all going to come down to whether or not Jaeger plays or not. And if he's not playing, I don't think they win that. So we should start the season. I mean, even after that, you have Minnesota. You could genuinely start the season off 0-7.
So if they start off 0-7,
because then we play the Pacers, and the Pacers, of course, without Halliburton, no more Miles Turner. I definitely think it's going to be an adjustment period for them. I do think Andrew Nemhard's winning Most Improved Player. He's my pick for this year. But that's a 50-50 game. So realistically, out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other 2 games to make it 10 is the Pistons for an NBA Cup game, and then the Knicks. Realistically, the Nets should start off the season 1-9.
And where does that put us at? What's the date on that?
The Knicks game is November 9th. So
that's the same day the Jets. That's my prediction. The Jets beat the Browns. They beat the Panthers at home and the Browns at home. So they get their second win on November
you guys are losing
9th.
to the Browns.
At home?
The Browns? Yeah, you guys are getting slaughtered. They have the best defense in football right now. You guys may not even put up 10 points.
Then the next week we got the Patriots and then the Ravens. Like, we have a chance to get a win here somewhere. I mean, I guess the Ravens depends if Lamar Jackson's playing.
A win is crazy. We have a chance for a win.
Worst team in football.
We're just setting the bar real low for this one.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Realistically, the Nets should be 1-9. At best 2-8. Like, that's being realistic. Like the games you should definitely lose is Cleveland, Houston, Atlanta. I would say Philly, Minnesota. That's what, 5 already? And then the Pistons and Knicks. Those should be guaranteed losses. That's 7 losses. The only ones that are 50-50 are the Hornets, the Spurs, and the Pacers. And the only reason I even put the Spurs in there is because De'Aaron Fox is out for the start of the season.
I would not put the Spurs. They ain't beating the Spurs.
I still don't think we're going to beat the Spurs. No. I agree. But I'm going to throw it in there as a 50-50 just because Jordy does some weird shit here and there. So let me rephrase that. The best case scenario for the Nets would be 1-9. The most likely is 2-8. The worst case scenario would be 3-7. If somehow, some way in the first 10 games of the season they have more than 3 wins, you may hear me on the news for some very extreme reasons.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Breaking news: Brooklyn Nets fan found the bottom of a river with 2 cinder blocks on his neck. Yeah, that would be me.
Shout out to Mark Sanchez on getting stabbed by a 69-year-old man for trying to break. Did you hear this?
A 69-year-old man?
69-year-old man, yeah. Sanchez was drunk apparently, and the guy wouldn't move, so Sanchez tried to attack him and broke into his car, so the guy pepper sprayed him. That didn't stop him, so then the guy stabbed him. So I wake up yesterday morning, I see, Mark Sanchez got stabbed. I'm like, oh, shoot, dang, what happened? And then, like 2 hours later, you get an update. Mark Sanchez is improving, and he's been arrested.
Holy shit! So not only does he have the worst play in football, or I should say the most embarrassing play in football, but he also now has the most embarrassing assault charge on him as
Yeah.
well. That's impressive.
They had to get him back into stable condition to arrest him. Yeah, charge him.
Jets legend right there, baby.
Yeah. God dang. All right. I guess that's it. What's the schedule for the week? I'm gonna be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I may
Okay.
be able to go live. I'm gonna be in Philadelphia for the Jaron Boots Ennis fight. But what's your schedule? When do you want to be back?
I mean, unfortunately, let's see. I mean, when do the Nets play again?
It's not. It's like a week out. It's literally like
yeah,
a week.
Friday.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And it's an 8 a.m. game. Wait, no, I thought we had 2 games against Jerusalem, no?
No, one game against Jerusalem. Yeah, one game
What the
against
fuck?
Jerusalem.
So we only have 3 preseason games? I thought we had 4.
Four. We have 2 in China against Phoenix, and then 1 against Toronto.
Where's the Toronto one?
It's after China.
Oh yeah, Friday the 17th. Damn, they're spacing these out like a motherfucker. All right.
Well, you're going to China. They want to give them lots of travel time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we don't play again until Friday. That sucks. So we play next Friday the 10th, Sunday the 12th, and then Friday the 17th. So they pretty much just dangled Nets basketball in our faces and said, "You can wait again."
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's the Nets. Nobody
Man.
cares about the Nets. Yeah. We'll be in contact.
We will. Yeah, let's shoot for. I mean, listen, I got to check my work schedule, but maybe if we can try and get live for the Friday night game. Let me actually just check it right now. Let me see. Do I work Friday? I work until 8. So. Oh, sick! I'm gonna miss the first hour of the game. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get out of work an hour early. So.
Yeah, just get out of work an hour early.
I
they
fuck
won't,
that shit.
they won't know.
I don't need
They
to be
won't
there.
know. Yeah, they'll have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, yeah,
All
we'll
right.
figure it out.
All right, be good. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's October 5th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Later.